Hi, good morning to each and everyone. So last time we had discussed regarding the basics of C# programming. No, actually we will be able to not just install C# uh, programming language, but as well as we will be we are able. No, we were able to display Hello World, no, our first program. So just a quick review, no? So this is the using system pertains to what we called as a reference, no, of the .NET framework namespaces, no. So another one is the namespace console app one. This is the namespace name, okay? So this is the namespace name. And of course, in this particular, we have class program. So this is our class name and static void main string arguments. This is actually our main method, no? Our main method. And then we have here what we call this a statement that contains console.write line hello world. Okay, what does it mean? That the this is the method, okay, console method that represents input, no, and output stream for a console application. So this particular method will display a value of the string. In this case, we have here hello world. Okay, so this is the first thing that we do, no, last meeting. So to execute the program, you just have to press F5, no, or okay, to execute the program. Okay, so this is it. I will press F5. Okay, to execute the program. There you go. So, okay, so hello world. Okay, so that's the output of this particular program. Now, by this time, no, I will just have to demonstrate, no, how are we going to get an input integer or an input, no, from the user, and from there we will be able to play the different mathematical and logical operations. So I will give you one sample, and then I'll be giving four problems, for mathematical problems later on for you to work on with this particular week, no? Kasi for this week, to give way for our 18th Foundation Day, all classes will be asynchronous. So for you guys, no, to practice this at home, so I'll be giving you one program. I'll be demonstrating here one program, which will be your basis, okay, to work on with the next problem. Okay, so the program is here. Okay, by the way, this would be our the mathematical problems, no, that we are going to solve. I mean that I let you solve, no, while at home using C# program. By this time, I will be demonstrating how to do program which will enable user, no, to get inputs from which will prompt the user to get input, no, I mean to enter as an integer input. Okay, so what we are going to do is, wait for a moment, let me, okay, so what we are going to do first is, okay, we have to have a statement that that what we call this, that prompt the user to enter a number. So in this case, I will just see, for example, okay, so we have here, please enter the number 1. Okay. So console.writeLine will prompt the user to enter number 1. Okay, by the way, before this particular statement, we still have to declare a variable that will holds the value for number 1. So in this case, we have I will num1, num2, and then I will be okay. In this problem, I will have to compute the sum. Okay. So next that we are going to do is yan, para makita na. Next that we are going to do is to get the number inputted by the user. So in this case, I have here num1 as the variable that will hold the value that will be inputted by the what we call this, by the user. Then in this case, okay, by the way, I have here what we call console what we call this, console that readline is that one. Okay, so take note for this that the number that will be inputted by the user will be taken as a string under console read line, because it reads the next line of characters from the standard input stream. So what we are going to do here, kasi this one kasi it will return a value of a string value. So what we are going to do here is we are going to convert the string into an integer value. So to do that, we have to convert that ayan, automatic yan na mayroon naman 2 int. Okay. 32. Ilagay natin siya sa loob ng function. Okay? So there you go. So this first and second statement, the first statement, console.writeLine will prompt the user to enter number 1, and then the number 1, the number, the first number that will be inputted by the user will be stored in variable 1. Okay? In an integer variable 1. The next that we are going to do, since in this program we are going to look for the sum of 2 numbers. So we are going to prompt the user to again to enter the second number. So please enter the number 2 or the second number. Okay. Next that we are going to do, we are going to assign num2, okay, as the variable that will hold for the second variable that will hold the second number that will be inputted by the user. So num2, again we have convert to console that read line yan. Okay. So again, mayroon na tayong kukuha ng dalawang value ng number na ini-input kay user. Si num1 at saka si num2. Ngayon, sa pagkuha natin ng sum, we are going to make use of the process. So the formula for finding the sum is equals to num1 plus num2. Okay? The next thing that we are going to do is to display sum, the value of the sum. So we have console dot write line. Okay, console dot write line. Then okay, string sum of two numbers. Okay. So meaning that we are going plus sign, we are going to attach the result, which is sum. Sum now is an integer value. So we are going to again convert this into string, no? Okay. To string. Okay. Method. Yeah. And then console that red line. Enter. Okay. Let's try this one. If this will add the numbers. Say for example, so i-run ko na siya, no? So ulitin ko lang, this particular statement will prompt the user to enter the first number. This one, this particular statement, num1 equals convert to end 32 console.readline. This will assign the num1 variable to hold the value entered by the user. So that particular value is a string value. However, using the convert that to int 32 functions, we will be able to convert the string value into an integral value. The same in this particular statement, it will prompt the user on the second number to enter the second number. And the second number will be held by variable num2. Okay. Ayan. And this particular statement, sum is equals to num1 plus num2. This is the formula in finding the sum. And the next statement that we have is to display the sum of two numbers. Okay, the sum of two numbers. Okay, by attaching sum. This time the int value is being converted into a string value. Okay, there you go. I have to run this particular sample code. Press F5. Okay. Ayan. Nagra-run na siya. Okay. So in this case, may nakalagay naman, okay? Sabi dito, please enter the number 1, okay? So the first number, so for example, I will enter 12. Then it will prompt again, to please enter the second number. So I will enter 20. So supposedly, the answer for this is 32 kasi 12 plus 20 is 32. So if I enter again, ayan, sum of two numbers is 32. Okay, so that's it. Okay, there you go. So that's how are we going to get numbers, get input, an integral input from the user. So another thing that we are going to do is, okay, another problem that we are going to solve, is what about, sir, kung gusto ko yung difference, or gawin natin yung minus, gawin natin minus to. Ayan. Lagyan na natin na difference. Def. So instead na sum, gawin kong def. Okay, that's a variable difference. You can assign any variable, for as long as it is valid. But in my case, I will assign def variable for a difference. So the difference of two numbers is diff. Okay. So that's it. F5. Okay. So say for example, I will enter 30 for the first number, and then I will enter again 20. Supposedly the difference of two numbers is 10 because it has been the first number is being subtracted to the second number. So the first number is 30 subtracted to 20, then the result is 10. How about for division or quotient? So we have to make use of the what you call this? The division symbol. So see for example, this is I'm looking for the quotient. Okay. Quotient. So in that case, in looking for the quotient, we are going to make use of the division symbol. Okay. So the quotient is, in finding the quotient, we are going to divide num1 to the dividend to its divisor. So num1 will be our dividend and num2 will be our divisor. So the quotient is quotient. So I will run again F5. Okay. So say for example, num1 is 30. Okay, the first number, our dividend is 30. Then the second number, which is our divisor, will be 3. So definitely the answer for this, since our dividend is 30 divided by 3, the answer will be 10. Okay? So the quotient is 10. Okay? So that's as easy as that, people of the Philippines. How about multiplication? So lagay natin product. So product. And then papalitan lang natin na multiplication sign, and this one is product. There you go. So in this case, run na natin F5. Okay. There you go. Enter the first number, say for example 4, and then the second number 4. So the product is 16. So 4 times 4 is 4 is 16. So that's it. It is as simple as that in looking for the product of two numbers. Ano pa ba ang kailangan nating ma-compute, no? Okay. So any other mathematical computation pa, no? Pwede niyong paglaruin po dito, guys. But for the meantime, ito po muna, no? Yung for basic mathematical operations na kailangan na ating mapaano. So what you are going to do, paglaruan niyo po, no? Sa inyong mga bahay na habang naka-asynchronous po tayo, you have to practice this one, no? The basic mathematical operation, addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. No, habang gumagawa po kayo, i-video ninyo tapos i-upload niyo yung video sa ating assignment portion. Kasi ito yung ipapagawa ko sa inyo for this week. Aside from the fact, no, na may ipapagawa ko yung itong dinidemo ko ngayon, na ipapagawa ko rin sa inyo, you have to accomplish, I will be giving you this problem. The problem is, you have to, this is not, we're not going to explain. So, the problem or the assignment will be, okay, so the assignment is, open ako ng notepad. So your assignment is, the first assignment that you are going to do is to compute, no? Write a program that will compute the following. No? A, area of the square. B, area of the triangle. C, area of the circle. D, average speed. Hindi, puro na lang din area. Circumference. Circumference of the circle. What else? To determine if the input number is odd or even. So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 no problems that you are going to solve, guys. So this is just basic using this particular example that we have. Okay, so are we clear? So if you still have questions, don't just message me, no? Okay, so again, this is the assignment, no, that for you to work on for this week, no. Write a program that will compute the following: area of the square, area of the triangle, area of the circle, circumference of the circle, and of course a program that will determine if the input number is odd or even. Questions? If none, then thank you for watching. Bye. God bless, guys.